Hello guys, this is Pokemon Legend Tips with another video, and before you move into the real deep, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like. If you have any questions you can ask us in the comments, or even better, join us on Facebook. The link is in the description below. So today we're gonna be talking about one Pokemon which is really I would say famous in the game. It's Kyogre, or this is Origin Kyogre, but still it's the same thing and the same stuff. So it's a water Pokemon, the main buffer for water and ice type Pokemons. Really high AV. I think it's the third highest IV in the game. It's a superb Pokemon to have. He's a really great tank, buffer for ice and water. So yeah, let's just start ahead and talk about the personality. You only want this guy on timid, so you cannot, or Chiefo sometimes. So you can actually settle for Chiefo as well, since he does not do a lot of damage. He's not supposed to do a lot of damage. He can do a lot of damage, but he's not supposed to do that. So you can go either for timid or Chiefo. So except that don't actually try to go for modest or whatever. Okay, so that's done. Another thing that we need to actually tell about this Pokemon is that you cannot actually use general shards on this guy or try to go for him in an event. This is just a waste. This is a Pokemon that you can easily get in Monster Riot. Say his shards drop, okay, not that much, but still they drop. You can get at least 5 shards a day if you kill pretty much until wave 60 or something. Then it's not that. I mean, I don't even know how many Kyogres did I have over the months now, but I think I'm pretty much covered like 5 or 6 Kyogres in 5 or 6 months, at least a Kyogre a month. So yeah, definitely. So we have 20 shards now for him. So like I said, don't waste your general shards on this guy. Neither try to go for him in events unless you really need him. Okay, so that's that. K items. Let's talk about the K items. So this guy, you want him in your tank as a tank. So you really want him with leftovers or with Mystic Water. So these two are really nice for him. I would actually recommend leftover star if you can. It gives him a lot of healing plus a lot of defenses as well. So it's something that it would really help him. Okay, so that we have done. Now let's talk about the abilities. So the abilities, you really want him on Spotlight Tree. So that is a no-brainer. You really want him on Spotlight Tree since he's the tank of your team. So you really want him on that. Now let's go and check the second ability, since I don't have that yet. Not planning to unlock it. So on the second ability, you want him on Front Guard. Of course, that would be great if you can. That's a nice ability for him. This is gooey. It's a good ability, but not that great anyway, since if someone uses AoE, it doesn't really work. It on attack receives 35% boost for 3 rounds. Not that you don't need him to attack. This is, I think, poison, not that good. And if when water attack this monster, recover 20 max HP. So yeah, these don't really matter. So you have either Front Guard or gooey. So I would actually go with Front Guard. So this is pretty easy. So I would go with Front Guard. Now let's look at the bondings. Bonding. What am I doing? Bonding. Here we go. Bonding, you have Squirtle or Blastoise Infusion, sadly. P defense or special defense. Happiny Infusion again, so those are really hard to actually. Fusion is one of the hardest thing to increase in the game. And you have Ray in Intimacy. So you have Ray in Intimacy. You just need him to reach level 65, which is Intimacy. Oh, so you have Ray in Intimacy, sadly. Intimacy is another thing really hard to actually improve. And you have finally this is Zercom in Intimacy as well, with his special attack. So I would recommend Ray to be increased as much as possible, since you want him to have his HP and P defense, special defense as much as possible. Zercom is okay, it's not that great anyways. to have more special attack. It's okay if you have it, but it's not something that is really important. So yeah, too bad that he has 2 intimacy and 2 fusion. It's really hard to increase those. Now that we talked about that, let's talk about what's next. Yeah, the breakthroughs. Breakthroughs, you really want this guy to, you really want to break through all his main stuff. So speed, P defense, special attack, and HP. So you really don't need the P attack. And even in end game, I don't think anyone would be willing to put a thunder set on this guy and use his P attack. So he doesn't really attack that much. So don't focus on P attack at all. Just breakthrough, special attack, P defense, special defense, and HP. So that would be it. Okay, so we've talked about that. What else do we have? I don't think we have anything else. The skills, pretty much simple. By the way, this Primordial Sea does actually buff Ice type and Water type as well. So this is just a typo. So don't worry about that. Okay, this is Origin Kyogre. Of course, if you want to involve it, you need 150 Mega Stones and 60 Alpha Stones, I think, right? Yeah, you need the 60. Was it Alpha? Anyways, 60 Blue Stones, and that you can buy in packages. So, or okay, we can actually check from the store, hopefully. So no, too bad, they are not here today. Yep, so there is no way we can check. Or we can actually go to maybe in the auctions. Not in the auctions as well. Too bad. So anyways, yeah, those blue stones that you actually see, there is Ruby and Alpha. So I think one of them is for Kyogre. And yeah, so that's how you evolve him, basically. And now let's talk about the hidden skills. So the hidden skills, of course, don't follow this. This is just a mock. I don't actually use this guy, so just for server gyms, that's pretty much it. So if you have to follow a build, I would actually recommend Lely's build for this guy. So this is pretty much fine. You could use this on this guy and it would be pretty perfect. So you have a Guardian Spirit, which you actually need. Defense is Iron Skin and Elemental Skin to increase his defense. Healing to give him 10% HP each move. Force of Life to increase his HP by 30%. Crystal Body to reduce the damage taken by 12%, even though this is bugged right now. Synthesis, which he really needs, and at the end, Swift as the Wind, which increases speed. People might start saying that you don't need to have a lot of speed in him since he has Spotlight, but you do if you are actually using him with the Black and White Kyurem, since you really need to buff those guys really fast. Okay, that's that. And don't forget, you can actually use other stuff. So if you don't want to use Crystal Body, you can actually use Floral Healing. Some people like that. I don't actually do, but you can use it if you want. Or you can use Defense. As far as I know, it does not. It's not bugged as Crystal Body, so that works. So like I said, Floral Healing is another thing that you can use, but I don't like it that much, to be honest. So yeah, so this is the build that I would recommend for him. Right now, Kyogre is mainly a buffer for Black and White Kyurem. You can use him in other teams that are not that traditional, like Keldeo and Squirtle. Keldeo with Water Arceus, Squirtle with Water Arceus. You can use him with even Cobalion and Genesect, since his ability will actually reduce fire damage for those. So there is a lot of teams that you can use him in right now in this meta, at least. So I think we've covered a lot of stuff except the equipment accessories. So this is an important one. So on this guy, you really want 2 sets. End of the story. You either want Giga set to give him as much defense as possible with a lot of dodge, so he will definitely be around for the whole match and you will have him there all the time. Or you would want him with Origin, even to increase as well his defenses, even though I do love a Giga set on these kind of Pokemons that are tanks and don't do a lot of attacks and don't need the hits rate to be high. So Gigas really is really an awesome one on them. Some people might like Thunder because it gives a lot of speed, but yeah, it will make your tank a little bit weaker, so that's not a great deal. So I would recommend the Gigas set that would be really oriented through HP, defenses, and speed. So that's the main thing you should orient your sets in. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. In early game and mid game, I think you can use Starty or with it or Doyens, so in mid game, but Starty would be fine since it's a special attack Pokemon, so you can use him with that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Cheers and see you later.